Happy April! Spring is finally here. March was filled with destructive rainstorms here in Santa Cruz, and thankfully, April has brought the sunshine. But will the Santa Cruz real estate market be heated up as we head into the spring home buying season? Are mortgage rates on the decline? Will multiple offers be returning? Great questions. Hi, I'm Shamika Fox, your Santa Cruz real estate expert and your personalized real estate concierge. Please like and subscribe to stay current on the Santa Cruz real estate market. Economic uncertainty and the recent bank failures continue to bring mortgage rates down. The decline is welcome news for the start of the spring home buying season, according to Freddie Mac. The average rate for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage dropped to 6.32% for the week ending March 30th, according to Freddie Mac's primary mortgage market survey. That's down from mid-March when it averaged 6.6%. The rate remains significantly higher than, of course, last year when it was 4.42%. The average rate for a 15-year mortgage was 5.56% for the week ending March 30th, up from 3.63 last year. Ironically, the 2-week decline in mortgage rates, which returned some stability to the housing market, comes from volatility in the banking sector, according to Freddie Mac chief economist Sam Cater. He said in a statement, mortgage rates continued to slide down as financial market concerns came to the fore over the last 2 weeks. However, on the home buyer front, the news is more positive with improved purchase demand and stabilizing home prices. If mortgage rates continue to slide over the next few weeks, look for a continued rebound during the first weeks of the spring home buying season, end quote. As the spring home buying season gets underway, low inventory remains a high challenge for prospective buyers. However, nationally, the home sale rose 14.5% last month, ending 12-month streak of declines. This was the most significant monthly percentage increase since July 2020, according to the National Association of Realtors. Still, total existing home sales, which included completing transactions for single-family homes, townhomes, condos, and co-ops, were down about 23% compared to a year earlier, but February's uptick is a hopeful sign that the housing market is adjusting to mortgage rates that are nearly double what they were a year ago. Many home buyers are still sitting on the sidelines ready to make a move. Conscious of changing mortgage rates, home buyers are taking advantage of any rate declines. The National Association of Realtors chief economist Lawrence Young said, moreover, we're seeing stronger sales gains in areas where home prices are decreasing and the local economies are adding jobs. Home buyers don't have an abundance of options. Inventory remains tight in many markets and is at historic lows, Young adds. Consequently, multiple offers are returning on a good number of properties. This is definitely true of the market right here in Santa Cruz. In the past month, I have written numerous offers for my clients where it was a multiple offer situation. One property in particular received 8 offers and it will close for well over the asking price. There simply is not enough inventory to support our buyer demand. Check out my channel for other videos on the home buying process with tips on how to make your offer stand out in a multiple offer situation. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Back to our Santa Cruz real estate market update. So what are the expert sayings about inflation? The February Consumer Price Index, or CPI, a measure of inflation, came in at 6%, showing that inflation is moderating since hitting a record high of 9.1% last June. The Fed's goal is to bring inflation to a target rate of 2%. In a response to the moderation, Realtor.com economic data analyst Hannah Jones said in a statement, ongoing affordability challenges weigh on buyers and sellers preparing for the spring housing market. Each downward tick in mortgage rates is met with increased buyer demand as many eager home shoppers take advantage of the slightly lower cost of financing a home. Moreover, the slowdown in home prices and slower interest rates have made buying a home more affordable for some. This is great news for spring home buyers. Again, the main concern we still have is lack of inventory. So why are people hesitant to sell? When it comes to buying and selling a home, much of the focus falls on the process of moving. But what happens once someone buys a home? And more importantly, how long do people stay in their home? In 2018, the National Association of Realtors actually did a study on this, and they found that the median amount of time individuals own their homes is 13 years, which is actually an increase from a decade ago, where people were more likely to stay put for only 10 years. The study also found that homeowners in the West Coast are more likely to sell their home within 8 years. One good indicator of whether or not someone will keep their home for longer is average home prices. In general, the National Association of Realtors found that people who lived in areas where housing was expensive, like Santa Cruz and California just in general, were less likely to sell quickly. And these home prices can also make home selling more difficult because home buyers often do not want to put their home up for sale when they do not have anything lined up or simply cannot afford a mortgage on a larger home. This can create a housing shortage, which is what we are experiencing right now. And this can drive home prices even higher, furthering the cycle. The good news about Californians' low median tenure or people moving more often is that there is more likely to be growth in the housing market. After all, if someone moves out of their starter home and into something bigger, it leaves that starter home open for first-time home buyers. Check out my channel for important tips on the Santa Cruz home selling process, and while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, let's look at the Santa Cruz County numbers for March 2023. For single-family homes in Santa Cruz County, the sales price to list price ratio increased from 98.8% in February to 101.5% in March, which is down from 109.7% a year ago, March of 2022. The average days on market for single-family homes for the month of March came in at 45 days on the market, which is slightly down from 48 days the month before, and which is up considerably from 16 days on the market a year ago, March of 2022. The number of active listings for the month of March, our single-family homes came in at 210 homes, and the number of single-family homes that sold in Santa Cruz County was 96. With the median sales price slightly decreasing from $1,201,000 in February to $1,190,000 in March of 2023, which is down significantly from 1.6 a year ago in March of 2022. For condos and townhomes in Santa Cruz, we saw that sales price to list price ratio increased slightly from 99.8% in February to 100.4% in March, and the sales to list price ratio was down from 106.9 a year ago, March 22. The average days on market for condos and townhomes for the month of March came in at 41 days on the market, down considerably from 66 days in February, and the average days on market has increased significantly from 11 in March of 2022. The median sales price for condos and townhomes increased from $850,000 in February to $880,000 in March. This price is up considerably from $805,000 in March of 2022. The number of active listings was 36 this month, and the number of sales for condos, townhomes increased from 15 February to 20 closed homes in March. Thanks for tuning in to this market update for Santa Cruz County. Like and subscribe to stay current on the Santa Cruz housing market. If you would like additional information or a market evaluation for a specific property, or if you'd like to get started searching for your dream home right here in beautiful Santa Cruz, call me for a complimentary confidential consultation. I'm Shamika Fox, your Santa Cruz real estate expert, your personalized real estate concierge. And as always, I'm here to help. Have a great day.